Live drafts. Live drafts begin right now on Underdog Fantasy, promo code SMITTY, where Underdog will double your first deposit up to $100 by using either code SMITTY or easier than that, use the link that I just dropped in the live chat right now. The link I'm going to pin. The link that's in the description of every single video that says Underdog Fantasy, promo code SMITTY, baby. Let's get into some drafts. The Fantasy Football Show Graveyard Edition, Draft Edition begins right now.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
Yep, we're doing it now. We're doing it live. Live drafts on Underdog Fantasy, promo code SMITTY. That link is dropped in the live chat as we speak. The link is in the description of every video, and I'm about to pin said link in the live chat this very second. And if you want to get into the drafts tonight, you have to hit that link. Sign up, get all ready to go, and dolled up and ready for the ball. And we'll be drafting here momentarily. Let me see if I can pin the link. Let me drop the play Underdog. There it is. And let me see if I can pin the link right now. Hold on. There we go. Pin. Link has been pinned. Okay, so who's ready to draft? Who is ready to draft? Go ahead. Let's try a Week 15 Battle Royale. I know they got some mittens out. I'm very tempted to look at this real quickly. Hold on. Gauntlet, mitten. So $5 mittens are 6 people in a draft. Bench is 5. 1 quarterback, 1 wide receiver, or 1 running back, 1 flex, 2. Let's try one of these mittens. Click the $5 mitten. Click it right now. I'm gonna wait until I see this on my screen. And when I do, I'm going to click it. Do a mitten. $5 mitten, ladies and gentlemen. We'll do a couple of these, don't worry. 4 more spots to fill. We should get a few of you bad boys in this one. There it is. Filling up quickly. 2 more spots. 2 more spots. Come on, jump in. Drafting soon. Okay, we're full. Now, that doesn't mean you're not going to get into the next one. The link has been dropped in the live chat and pinned. The link's in the description. Again, Underdog Fantasy. That link will insert code SMITTY, or you insert code SMITTY for yourself if you were to download the app. And it looks like we are full, and I'm drafting from the 6th spot. There's 6 people in each of these drafts. And again, just to go over the lineup real quick. The lineup requirements. First of all, first place gets $25K, second gets 12, third gets 10, etc. It is 1 quarterback, 1 running back, 2 wide receivers / tight ends, so there's no mandatory tight end. So it's 1, 1, 2, and a flex, and then 5 bench spots. So you could essentially roll with 3 wide receivers if you want. Again, no mandatory tight end, and 1 running back. So 2, 1. Okay, so you could go 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, or you could go 1 running back, 3 wide receivers. Interesting. Did I say 4? I meant 3 wide receivers. So you can go 2 and a wide out. Yeah. Okay. Draft them from the 5 hole. I don't know if I love that or not. And the mittens are wild card round is the qualifier round. Divisional round, semifinals, and the big game. Keep in mind, you got to try and win to get through the first round. So you have to pick wild card teams to some degree, right? Or you won't make it. You could have the 2. Let's say the Niners have a Super Bowl, or I'm sorry, a wild card. They have the 1 seed. Let's say they have the 1 seed. They've got to bye. They won't be playing on wild card weekend. And so, you pick all Niners, let's say. And let's say you have them going against, we'll call it the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's say they've got a bye in round 1. Then you have nobody to advance you. You will not make it. Doesn't matter if you have the highest score in the Super Bowl week, you'll get no points because you won't have made it. So you have to draft a combination that will get you through wild card weekend and also advance you far enough to win. It's a tough strategy, a tough balance, but I love the playoff stuff. It's fantastic. All right, so damn. I'm going to go Debo here. Go Debo. TM42 is on the clock with back-to-backs. We'll see what TM does. Tyreek Hill, I like it. I almost went Hill, but it's tough because Hill could be your best asset in wildcard weekend and the second round and the third, you know what I mean? So even if he didn't, let's say the Dolphins don't make it all the way. Okay, I like that. Mahomes, not bad, not bad. I think with this one, I'm going to build it, a Niner build here, and go Purdy and Debo and see what's up there. I love these underdog playoff drafts. They're so fun. And again, you have to get through the wild card weekend. You can't advance. If you don't advance, you can't use any of the elite talent you have that you have, you know, booked for the second round, for the qualifying round, or the so here's the rules for the quarterfinal round. I mean, so qualifier round will be the wild card weekend. Quarterfinals will be the division, semifinals, conference, and then the championship is the Super Bowl. The big game, they call it, the big game. NFL's real picky about you using the term. They call it the big game. Appreciate you all being here. Punch that thumb up button. Looks like we got a super chat here from Christopher Garza. He says, Myers, Reed, or Palmer. Give me Reed. Anything could happen. Myers could outscore the other two. I mean, it's definitely possible, but give me Reed all day long. Could be wrong 1 time out of 5, but do it live. Answering some questions tonight. Absolutely, King. I'm doing my best as I draft to kind of mingle. No super chats. Absolutely, Christopher. I got you, bro. I was getting settled. I was just getting settled. What, you know, getting everybody to wipe their feet, get myself acclimated to the draft. But I got you, Garza. Appreciate you. I always answer super chats, man. Some people might not, but I do. I always do. What I love about this is they don't block off your quarterbacks. You can draft multiple quarterbacks. They don't put you in a box and make you only select one. So in this case, I can go, but it's not always the smartest move. I'm gonna go Devon Achane here. I'm gonna take my boy. I'm gonna take my boy. I have a plan as to what I might do, but it depends what TM42 does. Amon Ra, fantastic selection. Definitely was looking at his direction. My team so far, Purdy, Devon Achane, and Debo Samuel. TM42 is on the clock. He goes ETN. I like that. I'm going to go Tua here. And again, the thinking here is if the Niners have a first round bye and they're not playing wild card weekend, I need to win wild card weekend. I do believe the Dolphins make it in to the playoffs, and I do think they'll be playing. Like I think this is gonna be tough. It's tough to say at this point. It's tough to say. Are the Bills gonna win the division? Are the Dolphins gonna let go of the division lead? Are the Bills gonna grab it? It's tough to say. It really, really is tough to say. That's what it makes the strategy so fun. Yeah, Achan, for all the people scared about Achan, we don't even know what is what. It's a walkthrough. He sat out a walkthrough. All right, everybody and their mother sat out today. It's maintenance. It's week 15. Don't worry about it. We'll worry about it tomorrow when there's an actual concern or something to be worried about. All right, getting there, getting close to being on the clock here. Heath and whoever this guy Heath is on the clock. What's he got so far? Lamar, Mostert, Pacheco, Kelsey. Okay, I like it. It's a good team. It's a good little squad. Let's roll with Odell. Okay. Okay, bro. My team. Purdy, Tua, Achan, Debo. I'm going to roll with Gibbs. So my team so far. Purdy, Tua, Achan, Gibbs, Debo. See who I could take at wide receiver here. It's getting a little thin. Just a wee bit thin. I kind of feel like probably going to go Laporta, even though this is counting as a wide receiver. Like a wide receiver, there's no tight end position. But giving myself a player to pair with, Gibbs. I like the squad so far. Purdy, Tua, Achan, Gibbs, Debo, Laporta. 2 mandatory wide receiver / tight ends. That's Debo and Laporta. 1 mandatory running back. That would be Devon Achan or Gibbs. And then 1 flex, which would be Devon Achan or Gibbs. So, and if we go over to the lineup requirements again, you can see that 1, 2, and 1. So I'm rolling with the 2-2, and the rest is bench. But obviously, it's best ball, so your best players are going to be utilized. All right, we got a couple of super chats here. Rock out, appreciate you. Smitty, are we going live? Thank you, Rock out, appreciate you. I forget why you say that again, Rock out. What was the inside joke behind that? Kenneth Walker or Garrett Wilson? Stafford over Love. I'd probably go Stafford right now. I think Stafford's just the smarter play. As far as Kenneth Walker or Garrett Wilson, I mean, that matchup is brutal for Kenny Walker. I probably lean. I mean, I probably lean. I'll put the schedule right there so we can glance at that too. See who's home and away. That does matter. I probably lean Garrett Wilson by hair, but I think this is TBA. I think we concern ourselves with what the news looks like for Kenny Walker. McKinnon is an interesting play here. Nice pick, Trevor Lawrence. I like that, TM. I think the Rams figure out a way. Go Kyron. Okay. We're rolling. We're rolling. Gabe Davis, nice pick. So I'm going to go Garrett Wilson, but we're TBA on this. It really does depend on Kenneth Walker news. Like, how is he looking? Mahomes or Stafford from Chester with the 4-month membership question. I'm going to say Mahomes. I'm not saying Mahomes. I get it. Not mad at anybody for playing Stafford or Mahomes. I understand. But I would rather go down with the ship. You know, I realize I could. Start 4 wide receivers, full PPR. Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave, Rashee Rice, JSN, Chris Olave again, Zay Flowers, DJ Moore. I'm going to start Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. Well, man. Okay, let me back up here. If Olave's playing, and there's no question, Olave, DJ Moore if he's playing, and there's no question, and probably Rashee Rice, and actually, you know what? That's so tough, bro. I don't know. Chat, rank these. Chat, Rice, Flowers, Garrett Wilson. Rank those guys in order. Rice, Flowers, Garrett Wilson. Olave and DJ Moore locks if they're playing and healthy. I'd probably lean Garrett Wilson and Flowers slightly. That's so tough, though. How do you sit Rashee Rice? I don't know. Let's see what the chat says. If the chat overrules me, I would go with the chat, bro. To be honest with you. Superflex 0.5 PPR. Got Stroud on questionable. Should I pick up Levis, Mullins, DeVito, Locke? I'd probably go DeVito. Or should I just go with Ridley, Javonte Spears, or Chandler at the flex? That's so tough, my guy. That is so tough. I would probably go... I'd probably go DeVito. If quarterbacks score traditionally a whole bunch more in this format than the running backs. Otherwise, I mean, Javonte's a safe play. Javonte's very, very safe. Let's see my team so far. I guess I'll go Stafford here. Probably should have went with another wide receiver. Yeah, damn it. Oh well. Could work out pretty well. I just the problem is I'm going to be riding. I didn't want to force a wide receiver that I didn't feel was going to be there at the end of the day anyway. So I felt like, you know what? Let me just get that quarterback scoring on lock so I could keep advancing. But kind of the price you pay. You got to balance it. You got to take a risk somewhere with your line of build. What was the answer? What did you guys answer on this question here? What did everybody say? Flowers. Wilson, Rice. Why is Kyron drafted so low? I don't know. Because they don't have a great shot, the Rams, but they're in the mix, but. Okay, wow. Look at Jack with 343 projected points. TM42 with a 40406. Nice. They didn't like mine at all. They probably don't. Let's see. TM has Mahomes, Lawrence, ETN, Monty, Tyreek, Amon-Ra. I like this. Waddle. Very good team, TM. TM, you might have a winner there, bro. That's phenomenal. All right, jump back into a mitten, click the button, do it live. Hit that enter button now. Once I see it on screen, I'm going to hit the enter button myself and jump in. And there we go. live. Thank you for the super chat there, David. I'm sorry I don't have like a locked in answer. It's a tough one, bro. It's such a tough one. I probably say the reason my reasoning behind it, at least for your Javonte or DeVito. Yeah, I guess like I said, safe call Javonte, DeVito, high risk, high reward play, but depending on your quarterback scoring. Like if Javonte, look at Javonte versus DeVito the last 3 weeks. If Javante's been hanging with him, I'd probably go with Javonte. If DeVito's been outscoring him, then I think DeVito does a little better each week anyway. You know what I'm saying? So just take a look at that scoring, and that's going to kind of, I think, guide you. Because I honestly am wavering like crazy. DJ or Puka Fields at QB. I'm going Puka. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate you. But you're not crazy to go either way, bro. Okay, McCaffrey. Do I go Tyreek or do I go CeeDee Lamb? I'm going to go Lamb. Well, yeah. Go lamb chops. Jared, appreciate you. Jacoby or Chuba? Probably Chuba. Tough to say, man. I mean, the Raiders did so bad last week. Well, you know, how can you bet on that? I mean, I bet on Adams if he's playing. But that's a tough one. DJ, Puka, Fields. Thanks for that super chat, bro. Yeah. And the reason I'm going Puka is I understand. Like, I want both of them in there, bro. DJ Moore and Fields together, I do want that stack. But stack doesn't score you more points. Not in regular fantasy. In best ball, it's great. But so I'm starting the best guy. Puka's the best guy. But DJ Moore should be in there maybe. I don't know who else you could sit, but maybe you can't. Maybe you're in a grandma league and you're just dominating the local bingo player pool. You know, just absolutely lambasting the local nursing home in this league. Let's go. Okay, so it's so tough to like decide, should I go across to the AFC and say, okay, you know, because right now I'm banking on the Cowboys with Lamb, and, you know, do I go with Hurts or do I go with Mahomes and try and get both these guys to go the distance, right? Because the way this works is you gotta get, you know, across. I'm on the clock again. Hold on. I guess I take Dak here. So it's one QB, but let me explain. So you got Dallas on this side, right? I've got so let me put it this way. I got Dak and CD on the NFC side. And then I have a chance to get Hurts, who's also on this NFC side, but at some point in this, you know, run to the Super Bowl, when I get to the big game Super Bowl, I'm going to lose one of these, you know, sets of players. So, you know, for me, it was like, okay, I could have went Hurts, but in while Mahomes concerns me, I have a chance of, in the Super Bowl, having, you know, Mahomes and CD and Dak, and have the opportunity to just, obviously I'm only going to get scoring from one of these. I'm not even showing my screen. I'm not going to get, so basically I could have Dak, CD, and if I got Hurts, at some point I'm losing Hurts or losing Dak and CD, you know what I mean? So I'm going to bank on the Cowboys, which is a tall order to make the Super Bowl, but it's possible. And then instead of going Hurts, I'm going to go Mahomes, because then in the Super Bowl, in the final game, when these two sides meet, I have a chance of Mahomes and Dak fighting for my one quarterback spot, because it's not super flex with CD it just gives you a little bit more opportunity. But there's strategies involved. Like, you could say just draft the best team, get as far as you can, and not, not worry so much about. So, man, I'm gonna go. This is a little tough. I'm gonna bank on Diggs here. So I got Diggs coming over from this side of the fence here. On the clock. I could take Pacheco, but I'm gonna take. I went ahead and took Gibbs. So Lamb, Mahomes, Dak, Diggs, Gibbs. Let me see if I can pull up the standings here. So Buffalo, like, if I'm banking on Diggs, it's a tough call because, like, you got to get those wild card picks right. It's so tough, and it's kind of crazy. I'm not banking on any Cleveland Brown players. I'm not banking on any Colt players. I'm not banking on any Texan players, and I could be, misfiring on that. I could totally be misstepping. It's part of the strategy. I tend to find myself, like, leaning toward the more for sure picks. Like right now, Pacheco's there, Rice is there. Rice is pretty solid. Damn. My RB so far, I've got Gibbs. I've got Diggs and Lamb. Go Pacheco. Be healthy, bro. Be healthy, Pacheco. Pacheco. Be healthy. Okay, Rashee Rice. I like this. It's feeling pretty good. So far, Mahomes, Dak, Gibbs, Pacheco, CD, Diggs, or Gibbs, Pacheco, CD, Diggs, Rashee Rice. So really, if the Chiefs make the Super Bowl, from the second round on, I've got a quarterback, I got a running back, I got a wide receiver. Like, that's awesome. But the odds of the Chiefs turning it around, I don't know. I don't know what those odds are right now. Your guess is as good as mine. Because they look like dog water. They look like a team that's not, they've never sniffed a Super Bowl appearance. That's the way they're playing football right now. But I do believe clean slates are available to teams. And they seem like one of those teams, in my opinion, that could absolutely clean slate this thing. Dropped Cowboys, would you pick them back up? I absolutely would, Isaac. Without a hesitation, my boy. Without a hesitation, my boy. What's up, Mario? I think I'm good with the Raiders tomorrow. Okay. Man, these are fun. I love these mitten playoff drafts. They're so fun. Jake Ferguson, okay. Took my Dallas Cowboy. Dirty scoundrel. You know what? We're going to bank on these Rams. I got to sneeze, but I can't. What's up, 10,000 Noodles? Appreciate you. Alright, I'm on the clock here. Let's go. Let's go, Puka. Puka Nakua. Madcap. I had the Cowboys in Baltimore. I dropped Dallas for the Colts. I wouldn't drop Dallas, bro. 10,000 noodles. I wouldn't drop the Dallas Cowboys. I just wouldn't do it. They're too good. They're too capable of creating turnovers, and I like the Colts a lot. I do. They're really good. They've been hot. We talked about that, last week heading into the game. They've had pick six. Kyler or Tua this week? Probably Tua. I mean, if Hill doesn't play, then maybe we have another conversation. But Niner defense, no thanks. No thanks. My boy Raj is going to be here for that game, so we're going to be hanging out. It's crazy. You see like Jamar Chase, like Bijan. Bijan doesn't get picked. I mean, it's all about how long these players can last too, though. But, for wild card weekend, wild card rounds, I mean, everybody needs these guys to. This is going to be interesting. Gabe Davis feels pretty good here. I'm going to go Gabe Davis because I don't have Diggs and Gabe Davis. I feel like it's pretty good. 392 for your boy. Whoa, Crash got 163. They practically said, Crash, you didn't even draft. Flacco, Gardner, Minshew, Pollard, Achane, Ford. They didn't like your team at all. Wow. Sports with Jim. He's got Hurts, McCaffrey. Okay. My team, they ranked pretty high. DFSW, they have as the top guy. It's a good team. I like it. I think this team's pretty solid. Mahomes, Dak, Gibbs, Isaiah Pacheco, Kyron, Lamb, Diggs, Rashee Rice, Nakua. I like it. All right, let's go into a Battle Royale Week 14, which should be the first card. This will be or Week 15. This should be a Week 15 only draft. This should be the first card. Click it. Click the green button now. It's the first card, Battle Royale Week 15. As soon as I see myself on screen here with the green button up, I'll know that we're caught up because there's about a 10-second delay. And so now I'm going to jump into the draft. And that way we should all be lined up together. Let's see here. All right, I got the 5 pick. This is a Battle Royale Week 15. Hey guys, Underdog Fantasy promo code Smitty. The link is in the live chat pinned to the top. And I'll even drop the link again in case you don't see the pin. And it's also in the description of every video. The link just basically inserts code Smitty. You could do that too, but it's easier just to click the link. And if you want to get into these drafts, because we're closing in on the season and a lot of people's fantasy hopes are dwindling, or at least in some of the leagues you have, maybe your favorite league you got knocked out of. So we're going to be doing these drafts a lot this week and next week and the next week and the next week and especially during the fantasy football or the NFL playoffs even, we'll be doing all kinds of stuff because I want to give everybody a refresh of hope, a reason to watch football, a reason to be in the shows every day. Like not everybody's seasons went to plan. Injuries struck some of you really hard, some of you more than others. We need a place to reset, refuel, retool, and sometimes it's the underdog draft, and that's okay. It doesn't matter. You can start fresh. You can use all the knowledge you know right now to win Week 15 and do a Week 15 only draft. You can use all the knowledge you have now to win a playoff draft and dominate people by being astute and knowing what teams are going to make the playoffs or predicting what teams are going to make the playoffs. All right, this is Week 15. I got to reset my mind. I'm thinking playoffs right now. It's just Week 15 only. Debo's a nice play. Damn. Let's go Debo. Debo against my Cardinals, who are going to get blasted. A little reverse psychology there. Cardinals are going to not score a point. Now they're going to win. Cooper Kupp. Man, how quickly people are drafting him high. After he, plummeted last week. Okay, so Kelsey went. I do think Tyreek plays. If not, it's $5. I'm going to take that chance in this specific draft. That's what's so fun about these. They're $5. You can take a risk. You can take a calculated risk. In the playoff drafts, you could do those things so far out when they had these like playoff things where I drafted Kupp and drafted guys like JJ. That might not work out, but the Kupp one will. Kupp could work out. Back when we did the playoffs, the playoff drafts before they closed. Now they reopened again as mittens, but the ones before that, when everybody's like the Rams have no shot, Kupp was free, and then Kupp's now kind of rising up. I love trying to be predictive with this stuff. Alrighty. Here we go. RBs. Mahomes, Debo, Tyreek. This is again week 15 only. I'm having to catch I'm thinking playoff right now. I keep like wanting to draft playoff minded because I've just ingrained my brain to think about the playoffs, and so I'm thinking about who's going to go further, and I'm like, okay, stop. Let's see here. I'll go D. Henry here. Riding the D. Henry train, I guess, till the wheels fall off. I'm getting sick, man. I got a runny nose. Kids bring home a freaking new cold every single damn day. I swear, I need to live in a bubble. I need to roll myself out of this studio every day and stay in a bubble all day long. I swear, they bring home a plague every other day. The private pile says, Smitty blowing this draft right now. If you mean by blowing this draft, I'm blowing it up. You're correct, Pile. You're correct. We'll see what they project me to do in this draft, Pile. We'll see what my projection is, Pile. Teach says, best fantasy football show. Browning or Mullins? I'm going to go Browning. Oh, Fields. Fields. I go Fields. Browning's not bad, though, bro. I mean, it could be worse. Smitty under the weather. I mean, it's the end of the night. I just did a almost 2.5 hour live stream. Back again for more. I think I got pretty good energy considering my guy. I feel like I'm doing pretty well. I feel like I'm wearing a positive hat. I don't know what you're expecting. It's also in the middle of the night. Am I supposed to wake the whole household up? Okay. Let's go Breece Hall. He's going to play. He's going to play. He's going to play. He's going to do it live. And I got a runny nose. I don't know. Probably another cold. Probably the 19 again. Probably both at the same time. Who knows? D-Money, appreciate you. I'm liking the energy. Isaac doesn't like me yelling. He says, I want my Smitty quiet. Let's go with Kincaid. Oh, I'm not on the clock. I just gave away. I just showed my hand. Just showed my hand, damn it. I mean, I'd probably go Pitts. I'd probably draft Kyle. Oh, he's already got a tight end. He can't even take him. Let's go Kincaid. I'm liking this team. Pile. Looks like a pile of glory. Pile. 10,000 Noodles. Check out the other stream. You'll get a lot of good content on that show, bro. We hit it for well over 2 hours doing it live, pal. We gained like 25 subscribers since the beginning of tonight's 8 p.m. show. We're cranking. Make sure you spread the word. There's ways you could spread the word that isn't to like your exact league mates. You could do it to buddies that you barely talk to. You can spread the word in the local, pub. You're sitting there waiting for a slice of pizza pie, and there's a dude wearing a Bears hat, and you lean over and you go, "The Fantasy Football Show on YouTube." Dude talks about Fields all the time. You might want to watch it. And then as we get bigger, the more giveaways we have, as we grow, you notice that we're giving away stuff. I'm giving away these shirts. I'm going to give away a shirt. In fact, yeah, we'll give away a shirt tomorrow night. I'm projected for 80.4 points, pile. Anything in the 80s is solid. 87 for this guy. Fields, Kamara, Rashad White, Lamb, Diggs, McBride. It's pretty good. I think my team's pretty stellar. It's all relying on Mahomes though. Mahomes, Henry, Breece Hall, Hall being banged up. Debo, Hill being banged up, Kincaid. It's obviously a big risk team. Let's do one more. Week 15, click the green button now. Week 15 Battle Royale. I'll wait briefly. And I'll hit that button when I see us kind of caught up together. So I know that we're in tune. Okay, I think this is time to hit the button. Right there. There we go. Megas with a $50 haul. I believe this is $50 hauler. What's that? What's that A in front of it? What's that mean? Either way, I appreciate it. But Smitty, I'm in a win now stitch. I've been dealing with injuries all season with JT, Cup, JJ, Nico, Andrews. I managed to get Likely 3 weeks ago, and this week I picked up Ty, Zamir White, Foreman. I also have Ayuk. What should my lineup be? So from what you're showing me here, I mean, Cup and J, you got to start JJ. JJ says he's going to play. Cup is fantastic. Nico may or may not play. I mean, I don't really know. You didn't give me your full lineup here, Megas. If you want to ask another question with it and list your options here, I'll give you this. Tell me what I don't cover. Hit me with another question. You don't have to super chat it necessarily. I mean, you can if you want, but I will look for your question. But if we assume that JT's out, which he is, we assume you're starting JJ and Cup at wide receiver 1 and wide receiver 2. We assume Nico's out because he probably is. Likely's your tight end. Like, what is the, you have Ayuk. Ayuk's got to be your third wide receiver or flex. Him over Zamir. Him over Ty. So let me know what else I'm missing. Like, what is the next question? Okay, but what about these two players left? I mean, I don't really know how else to hit that yet. So please let me know. Let's go Kyron in this one. Kyron Williams is doing it live. He's doing it live. That's what Kyron does.
He's Kyron. He's 7 feet tall. And he knows how to handle a ball. He's Kyron. He can take frowns and turn them upside down with his touchdowns.
That's all he does. That's all he does. Kyron is score touchdowns and turns frowns upside down. Megas, I'll wait for your reply, big dog, just to make sure I take care of you. Appreciate you. Megas to the moon. Just let me know what I didn't cover. What's the dilemma? I'm starting Cup. I'm starting Ayuk as my wide receiver 3 or flex. I'm starting, obviously, your those 3 wide receivers. What is the dilemma? Australia. That's what the A was. Okay. Okay. Tyreek. I've got Kyron. Kamara. Do I bank on Tyreek again? Yeah, I could just see it now. Should I drop someone else for Tua, like Browning? I've stashed Waller too. Sorry, I also have Brees. Okay. Mega, let me see if I have. Should I drop someone else for Tua, like Browning? Look, Browning's safer than Tua, but I'd rather have Tua, and I know I'm in the minority there. But I'm not running from Tua. I think he still can score a ton of points. I think Tyreek going down sucked. And you still have Brees. I'll go Brock. So you're running back to, so your wide receivers are decided. You got Ayuk in the flex. You got Kupp and JJ at wide receiver 1 and wide receiver 2. You got Brees Hall at your running back 1. Is that correct? So your next RB, who is it? Ty or Zamir White or Foreman, I think is what you're asking me. I would probably start Zamir White if he's starting. If not, I'd probably start Ty. Unless there's some negative vibes or negative news or some sort of hot hand, you know, Ty's not the starter news, then you resort to Foreman. But there's no real, from what I see here, there's no real decision. Likely's your tight end, and you literally hope that Zamir White's starting. And if he is, it's a good play, not a bad play. If Brees Hall's your only running back, I also like Tua, like I said, a little bit more than Browning, but that's me. You got Tyreek Hill, you got Achane. There's a lot of production potential there. But I don't hate Browning. Browning's very steady. If there's anything else I missed on that, please hit me with another question with the clarification of like what the exact question is. Like, spell it out like I can't read. Sometimes late at night I can't. Tua is not a stud, says 10,000 Noodles. I agree he's not a stud, but I think he's got so many weapons. Reek wants that 2K. I agree, Isaac. That's why I keep banking on him here. That's why I keep plugging him in to the lineup, pal. And I keep doing it live. Goldfish. What's this guy gonna do? Okay, I'm gonna go with my boy Achane. So I got Kyron, Tyreek, Brock Purdy, and Ehe Chahan. Prayers up for Johnny. What happened to Johnny? Prayers up for Johnny, chat. Johnny, get well, bro. What happened to Johnny? What happened to Johnny? Oh, I don't think I have the phone lines open, by the way. Smitty, it's Johnny. I used to leave a lot of voicemails. Health has not been too good, but improving. Okay, Bears 1985. Johnny, I appreciate you, bro. I hope you feel better. Prayers up, bro. I don't know if we're going to take many. I don't think we're going to take any phone calls tonight. I just want to get on here and draft a little with you guys. It's been a long night. Probably won't stay much longer. Punch that thumb up button if you're still in here. There's 100 and something of you in here. I know it's a late night stream, but wanted to get in here and do a draft with you guys. Appreciate you all. My team on this one so far is as follows: Brock Purdy, Kyron Williams, Devon Achane, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. Probably should have just drafted Tua. Kind of pissed off now. Should have just went with a Dolphin squad if I'm going to go with the 2 wide receivers. But maybe Purdy outscores Tua even with those 2 wide receivers blowing up. You never know. You never, ever know. Graveyard streams in the yard soon, in the backyard. The new revamped backyard. You guys are going to love it. Thought about even wiring a camera to the backyard so that whenever somebody did like a $50 or $100 super chat, I had to like run out of the studio and do some sort of obstacle course. You know, or shoot 10 baskets or something on the basketball court. Let's go Kincaid again, which I think is holding me back from getting projected for a lot of good points. They don't like Kincaid this week, I don't think. $81, respectable score. Looks like they liked Carter's best. Let's look at Carter's team real quick. Mahomes, Kamara, Elliott, Lamb, Rice, Kittle. Okay. There's my squad. Purdy, Kyron, Achane, Hill, Waddle, Kincaid. I should have drafted Tua. Just to put it all together. Somebody doing parkour. I could. Or burpees in the yard. $100 hauler makes me go out there and get in the ice bath. And have the live camera feed out there all the time would be fun, though. I thought about it. I could do a wireless camera. That wouldn't actually be that hard. But I thought about wiring one all the way. I could do it. It wouldn't be that hard, actually. Yeah, you know, I could do it. Just have to drill. I don't really want to drill through the walls, though. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you being here. I'm sorry I'm not staying long. It's about an hour show. It's longer than most shows, but we don't compare ourselves to most shows, do we? We do it our way, and we do it live. I'll see you all later. Appreciate everybody that dropped a super chat tonight. I'm sorry I'm bailing early. I definitely wanted to stick to my commitment of doing my very best to get on here tonight to do some drafts. Please, if you missed out tonight, Underdog Fantasy, the link's in the live chat pinned. The link's in the description of every single video. Here's the link again. If you don't want to click that pinned link and you want to click the new link, there you go. There's a new fresh link right there. Underdog Fantasy promo code Smitty, and the code Smitty will also work, but they'll double your first deposit up to $100. And as important as the drafts, although the drafts are more important. They're fun, especially the playoff ones. You will, $100 super chat ice dip. Absolutely. Let me get in some better shape, though. So right now I'm not in good shape. I can't be getting in the ice bath on live television. Someday soon when Smitty's ripped and we're good to go. I hit that link and get ready, because we'll be doing a lot of drafts this week and this weekend and next week and the next week and the next week, all the way through the NFL playoffs, let alone the fantasy playoffs, to give you guys some more chances to restart your fantasy football season. because there's nothing better than having a week 15 contest like these, where you can take all the knowledge you know now, all the injuries can't hurt you right now. You get a fresh start, take your mindset into a draft and dominate week 15. So hit that link in the description, hit that link in the live chat, hit that code Smitty if you don't want to hit the link, and get into these drafts. You can do them without me, but certainly you can draft with me, and we'll do that all week, all weekend, next week, the next week, the next week, all the way through the fantasy playoffs and NFL playoffs. I will see you all later.